Yes, YouTube family. Me again, Missa B. The big man once said, so just say, not one of my seed shall sit in the sidewalk and beg bread. No, they can't, and you know that they won't. And verily, I am saying unto the I unite oneself with humanity, cause puss and dog can live together. Why can't we love one another? So just say, again, not one of my seed shall sit in the sidewalk and beg bread. When the big man put out the lyrics there, enough man wonder where Marley was going. And it just underscore a view that I have of Robert Nesta Marley as a man who was, for all intent and purposes, a prophet. He had a mission that he was on, and for a man so young at the time when them lyrics they had dropped, and to put that out and it have the significance, no, is amazing. You might wonder, where may I go with all of this? Well, guess what? Before we do that, if you've been liking our videos, may I ask if you just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so that when the new video them drop, you're up front and you know exactly where I go on, because we have enough things where we really want to say. And, we live in our country, Jamaica, even if you're the other side of the world, it's still yard. And we have to put the yard things them out. My philosophy is that Marley is one of the greatest things that ever happened to Jamaica. No other Jamaican has contributed more to the country than Robert Nesta Marley. And I'm going to shine a little more light on that. Recently, we see a conversation that developed about how Sirius XM allow the Marley family to bounce off the joint off of the Sirius Sirius XM airwaves, and then replace it with a Marley program. And that Marley is not the only music that come out of Jamaica, which is true. But what is important is not just the factor of the Marley music, but the significance of it. Marley represents, in my opinion, one of the most significant individual that walk upon the land space down in Jamaica, and by extension impacted the rest of the world. This deal that his daughter, Cedella, signed with Sirius XM is groundbreaking as far as Jamaica music is concerned. And it's significant because only them could have done it, right? What it represented is it's a generational investment that Cedella, who is essentially the second generation Marley, is now bringing all of the Marley work together to the degree where the Marley clan, the first musical family out of Jamaica, whether we want to like it or not, whether we want to like them, whatever, what we need to do is to look at the significance of the thing. The average music that play upon them Sirius and other satellite music platform earn less than 10 cents per spin. That's it. So yeah, granted it adds up over time and it represents royalty to the musicians. But what we needed to have happen is that music coming out of Jamaica needed to be earning at the level. Cedella Marley apparently had put this proposal together for Sirius XM just in the opening salvo of the pandemic. And, she curated a program, presented it to the Sirius XM operators, and has essentially moved the Marley music into the big leagues. So it's not dependent on being carried as a part of any kind of product, but an offering in and of itself, to the degree now that the music coming out of this channel that they have created, is now earning something like $47 US per spin. No other Jamaican artist no make them kind of money there. For any kind of royalties or rights usage. None, absolutely not. $47 to $49 a spin. That's massive. And then what it also does is that it creates now this kind of platform where the family, because whether we like it again or not, what Robert Nesta Marley has built is a musical family that carries his legacy for generations, right? This is the same man that Jamaica failed to recognize for his contribution to the country. This is a man who in death, right, has literally catapulted Jamaican music to the pinnacle if we know how to take advantage of the monetizing opportunities. And that's what Cedella Marley has done, right? Granted, copyright don't last forever, you know, so a lot of the Robert Nesta Marley catalog, over time, those copyrights are going to fade. And so what she's doing is creating secondary and tertiary income streams, utilizing the music, certainly within its copyright stages and beyond. And it also provides a platform for the second and third and fourth generation Marleys who are involved in the music to maintain that, not only them father's legacy, but the Marley name legacy. On the back of that, the Jamaican music, in terms of its value, can travel. But for that to happen, it now is going to require some degree of cooperation between all of the players, right? Because the ultimate thing is to be able to maximize the earning or the earning potential of your work as an artist and the capital value of the work to those people who are going to come into the business from an investment standpoint. That is one of the most significant things to have happened to Jamaican music. But instead of understanding what the significance of it, what we have is a discussion that is geared at literally tearing it down and, oh, Marley, them do this and them selfish and so on and so forth. What we have created out of Jamaica, here's a sick red boy out of Trenchtown, come from 9 miles and come to Trenchtown, that mainstream Jamaica look upon him in the 1970s when him started dreadlocks and say, this dirty head Rasta boy, and the music can't play. I nearly lose my job. I work at the library when I go play some Marley music at the listening post at the time, 1976, 1977. And they nearly fired me because I take money and go buy Marley music, Marley album, and I play it at the library, right? Who gave the right, who gave permission to take the library money and buy dirty head Rasta boy music? And I carry for complaining and the thing, right? It is the same kind of attitude that has prevented Marley from, really benefiting from the contribution that he has made to the country to the fullest extent. No other Jamaican deserve to be, accorded the stature of national hero than Robert Nesta Marley. None. Marley, if we were to monetize the value of his impact to the country in terms of its contribution to tourism, Marley is a single individual who took a cultural stance, you created this or amplified the Rastafarian cultural platform by becoming the central figure around which this Rastafarian culture was transported around the world, right? We have embraced elements or strands of the Rastafarian culture in our development, but we love the dreadlocks and we love the ital and the fashion and the consciousness, but we don't want to accord it the value to the person who was essential. It's not that Marley was the only Rasta man, but Marley took this around the world to the degree that it became a massive part of our tourism marketing, and by extension, the music that surrounded it, because the Rasta and reggae have a symbiotic relationship, and Marley exemplified all of that. And so here we are, some 42 years after he has passed, right? Where the value of his work is now being recognized on not just on an international sphere, but now it's up there, where his music is now being marketed in a direct way, where the legacy is able to benefit to its fullest extent, right? Not along the lines where you get a little 10 cent or a 15 cent per spin and you have accumulated royalties. But now the Marleys are able to dictate the terms. And it is, up to us as Jamaicans to be able to ride on the back of this kind of development, where we can create additional, channels or platforms where the rest of our music is brought up to the same level, right? So sometimes we need to just stop, recognize the value of what we actually have, what we own, and recognize that we create this. I can remember in the days when the Marley traveled out with the team as the Whalers, and everybody may make up your face, oh, Rasta boy, the man, Ray. But look at where we are today, right? Jamaican music is the most significant element of the island's culture. What Cedella Marley has done a couple of years ago, and we're talking about this thing like it happened yesterday. All of this deal that was struck with Sirius XM was done in 2020. But I guess because of the pandemic, we never really get a chance to amplify this thing. Well, it's out there now, and we need to pay attention to it, right? And it also says, here's an opportunity to look back into Jamaica. What have we done to seriously capitalize on the value of our music? What are we doing? We have strands of areas that, institutions that are there to help develop the thing, but there's no coordinated approach. Can you imagine if we had a coordinated approach to how we develop our music, where we would be at this point in time? Something to think about, something that we really need to think about. Give me your thoughts. Let me read your views or your feedback in the comment section. And again, if you like the video, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Missa B. More time.